Welcome back, everybody. We're going to be doing a review and breakdown of this week's episode of Lazarus. And the episode is Life in the Fastline. So where we left off from last week in episode 1, we see the Lazarus group together at the meetup spot that they had. Hersha again, she is on a monitor talking to Axel, basically negotiating a deal with him, basically explaining that if he helps the group and they find Dr. Skinner within the 30 days, that they will drop all of his charges and he will be released from prison. But there also is a stipulation so he doesn't try to flee. They attach a device to his wrist. Now after this scene, they are all at a round table together. They are profiling Skinner and we are receiving more additional information about his character. We basically learned that he's been a prodigy just at a very young age, lights within the educational field. He won the Nobel Peace Prize, and the money that he received for it, he gave it to charity. And just from the information that we learned, he's basically supposed to be the next Albert Einstein of this generation. And we also learned that he had a meeting with the UN warning them about issues within the world and around the globe. And as we are learning this about him, they are also trying to locate leads to find him within the process. And we learned that he may be located at a warehouse / bunker that's called B12. And on the way to the bunker, we learn more about our characters that we met throughout the first episode and at the beginning of this episode that is in the group of Lazarus. Axel and Christina are riding together and she learns about his prison sentence and was alarmed to the point where she kicked him out of the car and she pointed a gun at him, saying that she didn't want to ride with basically a serial killer. But he had to explain to her why his sentence was so extreme due to him breaking out of prison so often, to the point where he got sentenced to 888 years. In the other vehicle, Doug and Leland are riding together, and Doug is basically saying that instead of Axel, Elena is the one who they should really be worried about on the team, basically saying that she is the biggest wild card that they need to worry about. Now, when the team finally does arrive to the bunker B12, they come across two individuals. Now, the first person they came across was an individual that had a firearm that he held Leland at gunpoint and held them hostage. And you learn that he is a debt collector looking for an individual named Kobayashi. The second individual that they find, Axel and Christine find an individual in a chair thinking that it was Dr. Skinner, but it was Kobayashi himself. While all of this is going on, action ensues and Axel, Christine, Doug, and Leland are in a situation with the debt collectors, and then the FBI and the DEA shows up. And while all of this is going on, then Kobayashi eventually wakes up in the chair. We learn that Kobayashi was hiding in the bunker because he was outrunning a debt collection that he had. Then we go back to Doug and he realized that it's going to be harder than they thought trying to locate Dr. Skinner. Then before the episode goes off, they show Elena and Hersha, and Elena finds Dr. Skinner. But the interesting thing is when she finds them, she says it's over 1,000 of them. And then the episode goes off. So with this episode, we learned a little bit more about our characters, but primarily more about Dr. Skinner. When they do the breakdown of his profile. We learn more about his background, and we also kind of see more of a motivation of what led to him making the Hepra virus. It is nice to see the relationships and the chemistry between each of the characters within the Lazarus group so far. Approach that they're taking of it being a mystery, and you're going down this rabbit hole and you don't know what's going to happen next. But overall, I thought this was a solid second episode following episode 1. Like I said, we got to learn a little bit more about our characters. We learned a lot more about Dr. Skinner and his motivations and why he has made the Hepra virus itself. And that's my review and my breakdown for episode 2. And we will be back next week for episode 3. Now, if you guys haven't subscribed yet to the channel, hit the like button, subscribe to the page so you can get the weekly breakdown and reviews. Let me know how you guys felt about this week's episode. Let me know your thoughts, your feelings, your predictions, and how you guys like the show. So see you guys next week. And if you guys haven't been caught up with everything, I also got the first week's breakdown and review on there on top of this one and other reviews for the channel.